So the WNBA has had their current Nike uniforms for a few seasons now, and for the most part, it's been a success. But compared to what they've had in several seasons prior, well, of course it's been a success. When every team has the same exact jersey design, just in different colors, and every jersey is a dark color, no white, it just looks cheap and uninspiring. It looks minor league, it looks bush league. But now every team has their own unique designs, their own identity, and most of them look pretty damn good. Well, I still kind of have problems with the way the Aces look compared to their last jerseys before that one, but that's a whole other discussion for another time. Best of all, each team has a home white jersey. One white, one dark, and one alternative. Well, most teams have an alternate anyway. No more color rush, which I swear is the worst gimmick that the NFL has ever come up with, that for some sick, twisted reason, the WNBA decided to imitate. But we don't have to look at two teams wearing color jerseys anymore as if you're goofing off on NBA 2K. It just gives them a much more professional look. Except they still aren't doing that every single game, and I really don't understand why. I was watching the Atlanta Dreams Chicago Sky game earlier this week, and look, say what you will about the Dreams court, but it's kind of growing on me. It gives it kind of a street ball inspired look, you know? Now, what does this have to do with the jersey colors and why I was bothered by them? Well, the fact that nobody is wearing white, that's bothersome enough, but consider that the Dream and the Sky both wear more or less the same exact shade of blue, and they both use black as an accent color. Or is that dark gray? Graphite? Well, whatever it's called, both teams use it, or at the very least, they're similar enough at a glance. You have one team wearing black with blue trim, and another team wearing the same shade of blue with black trim, on a court with equal parts black and blue. I don't know what the WNBA was trying to accomplish with this, but I don't think they accomplish it. You know, I'm starting to understand how colorblind people felt when the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets played their own color rush game. You know, the one where the Bills wore solid red and the Jets wore solid green, even though the literal most common form of color blindness is where you can't see both red and green at the same time. Yeah, it was kind of like that watching the Sky and Dream on that particular court. I just don't understand why every team has white and dark uniform sets, but they still insist on doing this stupid color rush gimmick. Especially those colors on that court. I mean, the league is finally getting the attention it rightfully deserves. Viewership is at an all-time high. Broadcasting and streaming deals, again, they're at all-time highs, but they still can't get this one little thing right. And yes, it is a little thing, but, you know, the little things add up. And, you know, a lot of people appreciate the little things. I certainly do. But how is this still a thing? Make it make sense. And you know, this is one of my biggest pet peeves with the WNBA right now. It's not a huge deal, but it's just bothersome enough to just get on my nerves, you know? I mean, I'm no expert, but surely it's not difficult to bring an extra uniform with you on road trips so you're left with something a little bit more contrasting. I mean, is bringing an extra jersey and an extra pair of shorts really that much of an inconvenience that I'm just not aware of? I guess that's about all I have to say about this for now. I just had to get this off my chest. I mean, who wouldn't if they just sat through an entire game where two teams wore the same colors on a court, painted in those same colors, even though they both have the option to wear something a little bit contrasting. At least the scorebug was kind enough to give them some contrasting colors. They put Atlanta in their technically default home red color, even though they weren't wearing red, and in fact I don't think there's any red on their third jersey. Yeah, put one team in red, even though fans who may be new to the league don't know that that team wears red because they're not wearing red. Neither team is wearing red. Like I said, the little things really add up. Just add a little bit more contrast to, you know, two teams that are playing each other. I mean, if you have to have them both in, you know, dark colored jerseys, like, I don't know, maybe one team wears gold, another one wears green or blue or whatever, like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't like it, but you know what? At least it's better than having a team wear dark gray and blue and another team wearing blue and dark gray on a court that's blue and dark gray. Other than that, basically it's fine. Just a little bit more contrast, okay? These are professionals. Let's make it look a little bit more professional.